Thank you so much, Ratvik. Good afternoon, everyone, and I would like to thank you for coming here, sitting with us. Not as a speaker, but मुझे पता है you're giving your time here. So if you are here, I think you're here for your financial freedom. My job becomes a little easier when you are already aware what you want. As we move forward, there is just one small anecdote that happened when I joined Finovate Financial Services I would like to share. Finovate Financial Services deals with doctors and their financial plans. The first question that I asked my senior was, why doctors? Why not any other professions? Why are our niche doctors? What he said that day stuck with me even today. He said two things. First, it's not about they have income. It's about their mindset. They believe in expertise. They believe in advice. They understand there is a diagnosis that happens in the background. They understand what is going on. Similarly, what we do, we diagnose your financial abilities. We diagnose what exactly you are doing in your financial ability at the moment, and then we give you advice. The working of R and the working that you are presenting is almost the same. This is the first point that he pointed out. The second thing he pointed out, doctors cannot be fooled. They are well read. They will read and understand everything clearly. They will understand everything clearly, and then they will go. That's why we invented Financial OPD. Financial OPD is a platform, it's a community where doctors themselves come and educate each other about financial instruments. We have to understand what exactly you're getting into. What exactly are we getting into this phase? What are we doing on the panel? Here has to be discussed. That's why Financial OPD was brought forward. Now the slides that I am going to bring in front of you is the most favorite slides that I have in. It is not theoretical, it is completely practical. It has come from real conversations that we had with doctors one by one, sitting in front of them, or with them, closely working with them, and with medical community. As medical community goes through different phases, the financial plans also goes through different phases. They have learnings, they have difficulties, they have upbringings, everything. So honestly, there comes almost a common point between us where we can go through one by one. The first page of financial doctors are the early doctors. Now let's just imagine you have finished your MD. You have done your super specialization, you have spent 10 to almost 12 years of your education, you have earned stipends, you have done residencies, you have come a strong way. But right now, either you are working in a hospital or you have your own clinic. The first and the foremost thing that comes is your first paycheck. पहला paycheck आता है, पहला सवाल क्या आता है? Education loan भर दे, क्लिनिक चालू करने के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट कर दे, कहाँ जाना है अपन को, मनी कहाँ सेव करे. अच्छा, मनी सेव करने के लिए इन्वेस्टमेंट थोड़ा लेट चालू कर देते हैं, पहले हमारे जो बचे कुछ लोन्स है वो रीपे कर देते हैं. Then there's what if there's an emergency of funds comes in. As an early doctor, you do not have financial buffer. If your medical equipment breaks, if you have a family emergency, if your instrument goes down, what will happen? You are dipped into a loan, you start your EMI, and before knowing it, you're already 3 years behind your financial freedom. Another thing that we have seen very clearly in schools that no medical school teaches you is that financial changes dramatically at different stages of your life. What you feel at age 28 is going to be different at what you feel at 38, and what you feel at 38 will be different at what you feel at 48. So early doctors have no long-term plan. This is where I want to be in 10 years is your structure. This is how my money needs to be positioned, and this is how I need to get there. The second phase that we have is established practitioners. Let's move on to those doctors who have maybe 15 to 10 years in the industry. The practice is running, the income is grown. This is where something very interesting happens, but very counterintuitive also. Higher income does not automatically create wealth. Let me say this again, this is very important. Your income is not your wealth. And today I see someone nodding in the groups that your income is not your wealth. What is the reason behind this? In almost every case, the case is allocation. Allocation is the most important. The money is coming in, but not deployed intelligently in different sectors. You have FDs, you have real estates, you think जमीन तो हमेशा ही बढ़ती है, पैसे वहाँ डाल देते हैं, that goes, but there is no insurance policies, there is no strategy, there is no cohesive strategy which helps you. The investments are scattered across 5 different platforms, 5 different places, and your decisions are now based on tax-led decisions. किससे पैसा बचने वाला है, टैक्स बचाने के लिए कहाँ पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, ELSS चालू कर देते हैं, SIP चालू कर देते हैं. You have your CAs, you have your family friends helping you out, working in your financial expertise. The last that establishment practitioners faces is expansion confidence. Now you want to expand, you would like to get into structure, more doctors, more beds in the hospitals. वेल प्लान्ड फ्रेमवर्क होना उसके लिए बहुत जरूरी है. विदाउट दैट द एक्सपेंशन, द इनकम विल बी कीप कमिंग इन, बट द वेल्थ विल नॉट बी ग्रोइंग. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड योर इनकम इज नॉट योर वेल्थ. द नेक्स्ट सेक्शन ऑफ practitioners that I want to bring is legacy practitioners. Most of the people that I can see here fall into this. These are the practitioners who have been working over the period of time. They have legacy, they have wealth, remarkable wealth. But the problem that I saw is when I sit in front of them and I ask, what is your wealth? What is your network? How much of your money is in equity? How much is in debt? They do not have the answer to that. They just have, I have 5 multiple mutual funds going on. मेरी SIP यहाँ चल रही है, मेरा घर यहाँ लिया हुआ है. What is the bifurcation? आपका bifurcation क्या है कि आप इक्विटी कितना है आपके पोर्टफोलियो में, आपके पोर्टफोलियो में डेट कितना है. This is where we fill in. We give you 360 degree view of where your money is exactly. कितना परसेंट इक्विटी में है, कितना परसेंट डेट में है, कितना परसेंट रियल एस्टेट में और कितने परसेंट से आपका पोर्टफोलियो ग्रो हो रहा है. We give you everything. Now why we are important in this structure is आपका जो भी मनी जहां पर भी scattered है, we have to work it out. So these are the 3 phases, very different challenges. And honestly, did you see yourself somewhere in these 3 phases? Did you find yourself somewhere standing in the early stage practitioner or established doctors? Because the reason I asked you today is that these are not the mistakes that you have done. I just want to say these are universal challenges. We have faced these challenges with doctors in Mumbai, in Surat, in Maharashtra, all across. They are not unique to you, and the most important part is it is still solvable. We can still sit together, talk about money and get it forward. What we have heard from our doctors, whatever I'm going to talk about right now is not something that comes out of research papers or any of the conversation or surveys. These are literal conversations that we have. The first thing we have heard about is there is a huge gap between decision and execution. Today you come on Saturday thinking, yes, money has to be invested, I have to start investing, I have to start paying into money. Monday starts, you are in an OPD, surgery comes up, you are busy, and little that we know, 3 months pass by, your money is still into the bank account. The money is not invested anywhere. You are not earning anything. Your income is just that. What is happening? You have not earned a single money in the past 3 months. You are not getting interest. This is where we come in. Doctors are busy. This is not a complaint. This is a fact. You are busy. But in the background, who is working on your money? Who is working and sitting and digesting your money and differentiating them over and over again? Who is working on your goals? Who is looking after your retirement? No one. The second distinction that we have already seen, the struggle between income and wealth. Income is what comes in every 1 month, but wealth is what remains and it grows. And for doctors and for strong practice, it is not the same. Your income can stop any day, but your wealth should not stop. The third is, hence I'm a little surprised about this third part, that is they need guidance in group practicing. I've seen recently a lot of doctors want to start group practicing. Different doctors from different specialty wants to come together, establish an organization and start. उनका फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट क्वेश्चन ये होता है कि हम सीएसए टैक्स अप्लायंसेस के बारे में तो बात कर लेंगे, बट रेवेन्यू शेयरिंग कैसे होगा, हमारा रेवेन्यू शेयरिंग कौन करेगा, हमारी लेजिटिमेट एक्सपेंसेस शेयरिंग कैसे होगी, ये सब ग्रुप प्रैक्टिसेस के बारे में बात करने के लिए कौन आएगा, हमें कौन बताएगा कि हमारी वेल्थ के लिए कौन इंपॉर्टेंट है. दिस इज वेयर वी स्टेप इन. वी कम एंड हेल्प यू इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ स्टार्टिंग योर ग्रुप प्रैक्टिशनरी फ्रॉम द वेरी बिगिनिंग. The next is retirement planning. You will be thinking retirement is so far. बहुत दूर है retirement. हमने अभी तो कमाना चालू किया है. True, you have just started earning, but you need to understand doctors don't get pensions. Okay, doctors don't have PF accounts. There is no government doctors, like government doctors after, you're not getting pensions, you're not getting PFs. Once you stop working, your income stops. But your wealth should not stop. I will again emphasize, your wealth should not stop. So the question is whether or not to start your retirement. The question is when to start your retirement. How early you should think about your retirement and how early you should take about the steps. As we move forward, I will tell you the crucial plans in our retirement planning. We plan on goal basis. Retirement is the first and the most crucial plan. Everything comes afterwards, because in your retirement you will have EMIs coming in, you will have SIPs, you will have loan EMIs. Where will this come from? If your income has stopped, where will this come from? The fifth part is medical burnout. I want to take this part a little sensitively, even though I don't want to bring this out. This is a very factual thing that has come across in front of all the doctors that we have seen. There is medical burnout. You get exhausted to a point, and it is documented well enough. Stress, financial stress adds a burden to your medical burnout, and it becomes a part of it. Investments are working or not working, it adds up to your anxiety. The knowledge that someone has in the background who is watching your money, monitoring your portfolio, rebalancing when you need, and that when you have to carry the mental load. If you ask me today, okay, we will come to you, we'll talk to you, we'll give you mutual funds, we'll give you a list of all whatever you have, how will you be able to help us and when you will be available? Will be available 24/7. We have WhatsApp group right out. आपको जब भी problem हो, you text it on the WhatsApp. This is the issue. The wealth advisor, me myself, the wealth advisor, we will be there and we will be taking it forward. We will be working on this day and night. On the background, you just have to be secured. This much is the money that we have invested and this much is the goal that we want to achieve at this point in our time. Next, the most important thing that I have felt with doctors is the discomfort to talk about money. Different practitioners and businessmen, they usually talk about money very casually. यार portfolio धीरे चल रहा है, कौन सा stock लेना है, क्या करना है. But doctors don't usually talk about money. And I understand it. Financial privacy is important. But you need at some point have to realize that your retirement is also important. What EMIs you are paying, what SIPs you are doing is important, and that has to be taken forward in some point by the another. Decisions has to be taken. Now, who do you have for decision taking? You doctors have to go to your CA who will be looking at your taxation or bookkeeping. Who is going to do the rest of the work? You are meeting people who are giving you mutual funds, who are giving you ULSS, insurance expertise, legal estate plannings, bank, lenders. कितने लोगों के साथ interact करोगे आप? How many people will you be connected to? आज मैं यहाँ पर अगर किसी को पूछ लेती हूँ, what is your net worth? Can anyone answer me that? What is your net worth? Can you give me a simple answer? Yes or no? Yes, this is my net worth. Can you do that? Can you tell me what exactly amount of your money is invested in equity? How much money is invested in debt? If anyone can share it, I'll applaud them. But you can't because you do not have that bifurcation. This is where we come in. You have to just interact with us, Finovate. We are your wealth advisors. We will act as your PMS funds. We will act as your stockbrokers, bank, mutual fund investors, insurance investors, tax planning, everything. We can look after everything that you talk about. Okay? So as we move forward, what all CAs do is they are functioned and they are manufactured in a way that they will talk about your taxes, your compliances and everything. What planners, that what we will do is we will set your goals. रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग हो गया, चिल्ड्रन एजुकेशन हो गया, आगे जाके आपका हॉस्पिटल एक्सपेंशन हो गया, कोलैबोरेशन हो गया, घर बाय करना हो गया, नई कार बाय करनी है, बड़ा वेकेशन लेना है. These all plannings we take care forward. And इन प्लानिंग के बेसिस पे हम लोग छोटे छोटे गोल्स क्रिएट करने के बाद एलोकेशन करते हैं कि इतना पैसा यहाँ इन्वेस्ट करेंगे तो ये गोल मीटअप होगा. ये गोल मीट होने के बाद फिर भी रिटायरमेंट के लिए पैसे चाहिए तो वो कहाँ जाएंगे. आपका पोर्टफोलियो पूरा हम बिल्ड कर सकते हैं. सो डॉक्टर्स नीड मोर टास्क, बेटर सिस्टम. As I've already talked about the importance of investment and a structure, I will hand it over to Mr. Chintan Dhulela. He is specialized in SEBI registered investment advisor. He has worked 7+ years into advisory. He comes from a background of IIM Ahmedabad. He is the branch officer in Ahmedabad and today he is in front of us and he will be talking more about this in detail. Can you please welcome Chintan sir with an applause? Thank you.